It is the middle of the night. You wake up and you have to cross the house. The light switch is on the far wall, and for a few short steps there is only black between you and it. Nothing in the house has changed. The same furniture. The same hallway you walked 100 times today without a second thought. And yet something in you tightens. Your breathing changes. You move a little faster. And you do not quite let yourself look behind you. Nothing is there. You know nothing is there. You could name every object in that room with the lights on. So why, with the lights off, does the dark still get to you? The easy answer is that it's childish. A leftover from when you were small, and the closet looked alive, and the space under the bed was a place you did not put your feet. Something you were supposed to grow out of, the way you grew out of the nightlight. And if you still feel it as an adult, you tell yourself it's silly, and you flip the switch, and you let it go. But here is the strange part. Almost everyone feels it. Grown adults, brave people, people who fear nothing in daylight, will still feel that small pull in a dark room. A fear that universal is rarely just a bad habit. It usually means something older is at work. So look closer at what's actually frightening you. It isn't the dark itself. Darkness can't hurt you. What frightens you is that in the dark, you can't see. And for an animal like us, that turns out to be everything. Because we are daytime animals. Our eyes are built for the sun. We are made to live in the bright half of the day, and to sleep through the other half. Compared to the creatures that own the night, our night vision is poor. We lose detail, we lose color, we lose the sharp edges of things, until the world becomes gray shapes and guesses. During the day, sight is our great advantage. We see the threat coming, and we have time to plan, to run, to fight, to climb. Take the light away, and that single best defense quietly switches off. We are still here. We just can't see what's here with us. Now run that back across the long history of our kind. For almost all of it, there were no switches. When the sun went down, the world went genuinely dark, and the night did not belong to us. It belonged to things with better eyes and sharper senses. Researchers who study early humans think night was simply more dangerous. A time of real predators and real risk, moving through a world we could no longer read. So imagine two of our distant ancestors. One sits calmly in the pitch black, relaxed, unbothered. The other hears a branch crack, assumes the worst, and is already up and moving. Most nights, nothing is there, and the nervous one wastes a little energy on nothing. But on the one night something is there, the calm one does not live to see morning. We are not descended from the calm one. We are the children of the ones who flinched, the ones whose brains, the moment the light failed, did something very specific. They turned the fear up. When you cannot see, your brain seems to raise its guard. It treats the unknown as a threat by default, because in the dark, treating a shadow as a predator costs you almost nothing, and treating a predator as a shadow costs you everything. And here is the part that explains the closet, the hallway, the thing you swear you saw. When the brain has no real information, it does not sit quietly and wait. It fills the gap. It supplies the missing picture from memory and imagination, and it reaches for the threatening version, because the threatening version is the one worth being ready for. The shape in the corner. The breath you half heard. Your mind isn't malfunctioning when it does this. It's doing the exact job that kept your line alive. This is where we get it wrong. We think the fear is a flaw, a glitch, a weakness, a childish thing to be ashamed of. We tell children there's nothing to be afraid of, as if the fear were a mistake in them. but it was never a mistake. It's one of the oldest safety features we have, and children may simply feel it the most clearly, before the rest of us learn to talk ourselves out of it. The dark was a real warning for countless generations, and the alarm was tuned, over all that time, to be too sensitive rather than not sensitive enough. Most of those nights, nothing came. The alarm went off anyway, and that's exactly the point. A smoke detector that only goes off once it's certain is no use to anyone. That false alarm, repeated across 1,000 harmless nights, is the whole reason you exist. Which brings us to now, because we did something no animal before us ever managed. We reached out and abolished the dark. We flipped a switch, and the night turned to day, indoors, on command. We pushed the black out of the house, out of the street, out of whole cities that never go fully dark anymore. The predators are gone. The danger is gone. In a single sweep of history, a few generations, barely a blink, we made the thing safe. But you cannot rewire an instinct that old in a few short generations. The wiring is still there, exactly as it was. The switch on the wall is new. The animal holding it is not. And so it waits for the one moment the modern world can't quite reach. 3 a.m. The lights are off. You're half awake, alone, and the house is dark. And for just a second, before your thinking mind catches up, the old setting fires. The fear that finds you then isn't a memory of childhood. It's a memory of the species. A signal sent forward by everyone who ever survived a night, asking you the only question it has ever known how to ask. Are you sure you're alone in the dark?